When you have a power dream, or when you have a very powerful dream, you become so much powerful in the character shaper. It means you become a strong change agent in personal development and in your visionaries. Remember, having a power dream transforms your mind, and your mind is the battlefield for the Satan. It means the other time I talked about the parts of the mind that used in communication. In most cases, we are unable to explain what we are feeling because our limbic part of brain is disconnected with the cortex part of brain, meaning that limbic is the feeling point of view, the vision that you have. But when you are asked to explain what you are feeling, it becomes difficult to make people understand your whys of doing things. Why? Because the communication part of your brain is not connected to your thinking part of brain. So when you have a power dream, you become more powerful in character development. And in such a scenario, when you are developing your character, you will find yourself doing things in a weird manner, meaning that you will have less people understanding you, you will go to bed late, you will come out of bed very early, you will face a lot of critics and cynics. You will be having a lot of people against your wishes and against your doings because they are unable to understand you. Even though you can explain through your actions or through your views or through your words, only few people with wisdom will understand your power dream. Now, in most cases, you will prefer being in a solitude, being single, unless you are blessed enough to be having people who pat you at back. You have friends who will push you. You have friends who will remind you about your nakedness. You will have friends who will be pulling you up, telling you that, you see, Mark, you are not supposed to be in this level. And those are the kind of people who will be able to understand your views. Now, these few people, we call them the loyalties. A loyal friend, a loyal customer, a loyal colleague, a loyal leader is a person who is able to understand your why. But the majority of people, they understand your what. What is a product that is generated from your system of releasing or showing your whys. The why is the feeling, is the thought, is the visionary, is the power dream that you have. Anyway, I'm called Mark Andedo, your developer, and this is my YouTube channel called Andedo Mark. Thank you for the subscribers who are really supporting me day in, day out. Please, may God bless you. May God bless your endeavors. If you are watching me for the first time, please make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can also find me in Facebook. That is Andedo Mark. Then I have Facebook page which is called Common Sense Is It Common. Yeah. If you are searching for the page, please make sure that each and every initial letter in the words are capitalized. For example, common sense, C is capital C, then sense capital S, is just normal, not capital N, common capital C. Common sense isn't common. That's my page. Please follow me, like me, comment, share, criticize. I appreciate all the questions and answers and even additional values. For those who are doing that, please, may God bless you, and thank you for motivating me. You make me prepare a lot. You make me do a lot of research to make sure that I bring you the best content in relation to what you are viewing for. So today I'm going to take you through reasons why you are failing, solutions to why you are failing. You have been failing, but you have never known where are the weaknesses, and then how am I supposed to ripple up, or how am I supposed to correct these weaknesses so that I achieve what I want. So stay with me and make sure you get as much as possible. Now, welcome back. 15 great reasons as to why you are failing in whatever you do. That power dream that you have and the vision you have, in most cases, most of us end up not getting what we want. Why? Because we are failing. And because we are failing, of course, we entitle ourselves as failures. And that is the end of us. And that's the end of visionaries. Most of us have been heartbroken. Most of us we have been discouraged. Most of us, we have failed in financial and social economical values, and because of this, we give up on the way. I have solid reasons or solid house that you can do to make sure you emerge a winner. Number one reason why you are failing is because you lack self-belief. Most of us, we don't believe in yourself. Remember, you are told that you are created in God's image, and therefore we have, or God has good plans for you. We don't know these plans, and therefore you cannot even estimate or calculate that this is enough of me. Meaning that we don't know. Around the corner, there is always the better part of her. You can also only reach your better part of your better development if you believe in yourself. Believe in yourself and believe you can get out and do it. Number two reason is because you expect quick or instant results. Most of us, we are not ready to work, and if you are working, we are not genuine enough. Currently in modern life of nowadays, we have online quick money, we have the cash bails, we have everything. We want instant things. Even our children, we are only teaching them the result instead of the process. We fear the process. Please don't fear the process. Wait. Good things come after patience. Good things comes after wait. Good things comes after faith. You cannot wake up today, tomorrow you are rich. You cannot wake up today, tomorrow you achieve your target. You have to wait and go through the process. Only best goals that are best valuable are those ones that have passed through the hottest furnace, through the final products in the refineries, and they must be the best. Good things take time. Number 2, 3, you don't work genuinely. Most of us, we don't work. And this question I keep on repeating to you. When you attend an interview and they ask you, how much do you expect to be paid? That question, I told you, don't rush to answer that question. In any way, make sure you backtrack that question back to the sender. Okay, you can ask it in direct way back to your interviewers, because if you answer that question, it will be enough to evaluate your mental capacity, whether you are here to work or you are here to get money. I am your employer. I call you for interview because I have a problem that is supposed to be solved. This problem, I am looking for a person who is either professionally or are socially able to solve my problem. So if you come here to add me more problem by asking for more money, I will do away with you, because I don't have time for more problems. So if you are asked, how much am I supposed to pay you? Get away. If you have not answered such a question, Google or some of my videos, I talked about how to answer that question. But in real sense, most of us, we just work to make ends meet. We don't know why we are working. Either are we following the system of work so that we achieve what we want. Start working genuinely. Have a reason as to why you wake up in the morning and go to that work. By then, you will achieve what you want. Number 4, you got stuck in the past. Maybe. Most of us, we live in the past. Remember, I told you your past are very important, but your past should not enslave you. So please discourage yourself from the past failures, uproot yourself, cocoon, break that cocoon house, and get out and plunge into the deep and keep on scrolling. Failure is only a corrective measure of telling you that A and B is not working. Then get a chance of trying B and C. It might work. Number 5, you dwell on mistakes. No one is perfect, but we have a chance towards perfection. Don't also just keep on failing because no one is perfect, and they have some failures that we kill or we bring them to ourselves. Now, don't fail and stick on those failures. Make sure every moment you fail, you try a different route to come out of it. So mistakes, don't dwell on them. Do them as much as possible. But it's again a mistake to do one mistake all the time. Today do mistake A, tomorrow correct it, do mistake B. That will be developing. But if you keep on doing mistake A all the time without any corrective measure, then you will be counting yourself as a failure. Number 6, the fear of the future. I told you that one of the killing factor in our lives is looking the future with fearful eyes. Whenever you have a power dream, Of course, nobody wants to be at the same level. Yesterday, sometimes I was discussing with a friend of mine and he was like, I am comfortable the way I am. I am okay the way I am. Then I told him, no, it is not okay to live an okay life. For example, when somebody asks you, how are you doing? It's a wrong answer to say that you are okay. Okay is never an answer. Nobody is okay. Nobody is okay. Even God himself is not okay with you. God is not okay. God is busy trying to make your future, to drive you to your future. Everybody is busy doing something. Why? Because there must be a reason as to why you want to be in point A but not B. If you are okay, then those eyes that are looking at you are not okay with you. Because if you die right now, there are several eyes that are going to die with you. So I was telling that friend of mine, it is not okay to be okay. For further information, I have a video on that. You can Google the contents and look at that. So in short, let's not look the future with fearful eyes. Risk is only taken by the winners. And who are the winners? Winners are the few people who have chosen to be winners. Otherwise, winning is meant for everybody. But how comes we only have few people who win things? Because they have decided to be. They have made their future dream to be amassed in capital letters. Once you make your goal amassed, you will be having a reason as to why you sleep late, as to why you wake up early, as to why you read books, as to why you socialize with those who are ahead of you so that you can catch up with them. You will understand as to why you go to work and deliver your best. You will know why you have to further your education, because you are not okay with the value where you are. So don't look the future with fearful eyes. Those who resist changes, that is number 7. You are failing because you resist change. It is only an island, it's only a mountain that doesn't change. But a human being, you are made for changes. It's always pitiful to see a crowd shouting, oh, we want change, okay, we want change, this government is not working, this time round we want change. But when you stop the crowd and you ask them, who is ready to change? That's a question that a normal human being will never answer you. You will see all of them tails are twisted and within the thighs, they are running away from the truth. People are shouting for change, but none is ready to change. If you are a person who fears changes, if you are a person who cannot go with changes, you are always full of, this is how we do it, this is how we believe in it, you will never get to that successful level. In short, you cannot keep on living the same lifestyle. You cannot keep on doing things the same way consistently, yet you expect a different result. We say this. Fortunate times, or we call them extraordinary times, needs extraordinary measures. If you tried point A is not working, try coming from point Z. It might work. So don't resist changes. It is from changes that we bring new dimensions. It is from new dimensions that we develop our product. Even if your product, you are a marketer, the same marketing styles you have to keep. You have to go with the generational times and all of that. So don't resist changes. If you resist changes, that is why you are failing. Change. Sometimes even just say, I have lived in this area for over 10 years. Why don't I shift to another county? There might be something good, better there. I have been trying to do this, and it's not working. Why don't I try the other way around? It might work. Don't resist changes. The only thing that we should not change, okay, to the couples, it's not all about trying and errors. You try this woman, you try another one, whether it is work. I don't mean that. I mean your whys of living. If you are a person who you have your why, but you're not meeting it, try to change your how. How, we said, is a system. And if you change your how, you might be having different words. And that words is what determine either we are achievers or we are successful. Number 8, you feel sorry for yourself because you don't believe yourself, because you have a low self-esteem. By the end of the day, you will be pitying yourself. Please don't pity yourself. Why? You pity yourself. Most people, our family, we are humble, we are down to earth, we don't have money. How I wish my dad was an engineer, my dad was a doctor, my dad went abroad, right now we'll be flying every left, right and center. Don't pity yourself. The thing is, God trusted you for the season and for the period and for the place you are at this moment. So wherever you are, I keep on telling people, there is no always greener pasture in that place you are thinking of. And if it is, then be assured that there's somebody watering that grass every day, of which that person watering that grass is also admiring to be in a place where water is not being maybe watered. The grass is not being watered, yet it is green. Where? Natural environment where we have maybe equatorial kind of climate, you receive rain, you receive right temperature for natural growth of vegetation, you know. So there is always expectation, and that's why I said, in front of you, there must be people ahead of you. And at the back, there must be also people who are less or weaker than you. So people are looking up to you. You are also having some people to look up to. So don't pity yourself, because you are always better than some. Remember that. But there are those who are better than you, so meaning that you should strengthen yourself to meet them. Number 10, you give up powers. And this is what people hate most. Now, in most cases, I'm sorry to say this, but the reason as to why most of families are dysfunctional is because of the role switch. Role switch comes when I am supposed to be a manager, but I'm playing a leadership role. I am supposed to be a leader, but I'm playing managerial roles. Being a leader and being a manager, these are two-dimensional functions. So don't misquote them. If you misquote them, it becomes a problem. Now, I am saying this. If you release your power, you are a man of the house, yet your voice doesn't add any value in that house, you lose your powers. When you lose your powers, you become a failure. You will start pitying yourself, you will get criticism, you will always feel weak, you will always lose hope because your power is lead. If you are a man, take that battle and make sure that you maintain your leadership skills, your leadership powers, and you will become successful. Number 11, you feel people or the world owes you something. People who are always like, you have to pay me this, I cannot do this, my employer always misuses me. You always feel like somebody owes you something. My friend, in this world you are created alone, and alone you will go. When you go there, judgment day, God will be waiting for you at the gate, you as a person, not as your wife, not as your children, not as a family, not as a rich or a poor person. It will be Mark versus God, full stop. I keep on telling people, I am writing my CV on the app. When I go up there, because I will lose even words to tell God, I will just withdraw my CV and tell God, check my CV. Then talk from that. It will be personal agenda. So I'm telling you this, make sure nobody owes you something, and work whenever you work because it is personal agenda. Number 12, you fear failure more than desire to success. Everybody, of course, everybody wants success, but this success doesn't come without failure. Now look at this. I was reading about this Walmart generation, this Walmart supermarkets, how it started. The Walmart itself, that's what a name of a person. This person took a risk, and the risk that he took was against the business, where we normally say the supply chain should be in relation to the demand, whereby when the demand is high, the supply is supposed to be a little bit lower so that prices can be high. Meaning that every business opportunity, our target is to make a profit. But here comes a man whereby he had a different reason, a different why as to how he wanted to market his business, lowering the prices. Now, which kind of investor or maybe entrepreneur who will be ready to do business just to make losses? This was a question that most of Americans never understood with the Walmart personnel. But by the end of the day, that is the why Walmart became. The idea was, this is a market, or this is a buying area meant for the poor. I want to uplift the poor, and the poor person, they don't have money. So I must lower myself to their level best so that I give them what they want, but as a cheaper price. Now, my target is sell more at cheaper price rather than selling less at higher price and make less margin of profit. That was his calculation. And by the end of the day, as we talk now, Walmart died long time ago, but his reason of why, even though majority, even the employers never understood his whys, but his whys is still running Walmart markets up to now. It's now one of the largest economies in the world. That's what I can say. So your whys, if your why is very strong, I am telling you, in most cases, you will not even fear failure. You will always plunge into the deep to make sure that you get what you want. Number 13, You don't visualize the possibilities. Always have the possibility kind of mindset. Always know that along the corner or around the corner there is the best thing for me. So even if I sacrifice now, tomorrow the day will be better. No wonder God tells us, don't worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow is already catered for. My friend, you cannot change or you cannot draft your tomorrow. Work right now, then tomorrow will come on. So always think of visionary. Number 14, always feel you have something to lose. Always you feel you have something to lose. Please, helping somebody doesn't make you lose anything. Remaining humble, somebody abuses you, somebody criticizes you, keeping mum and understanding, listening to a lot of vulgar languages, you let them go, then you pick few words from that. It will not cost you anything. Your name, your beauty, your handsome will still remain the same. And I love this with education. Whether you make me sweep, clean toilet and do everything, the money that you are going to pay me will still remain the same value as that one who is a banker, a doctor, anybody's going to get. I work in aviation industry and I relate or I interact with a lot of personalities from different nationalities. So because of that, I am resistant to culture shock because I know how to deal with these nationalities. I know how they talk and all that. So all the time you keep on smiling. Like the other time I was just like talking to a passenger and the passenger was like, I've missed my flight and I'm going to repay this, and you know this thing was sponsored and I'm going to have a business meeting tomorrow. Now what are you doing, you people, blah blah. You have to get a way by which you can cool this person down, because if anything, you're not the first one I'm hearing that from. So relating, interacting with a lot of people makes you a resistant to a lot of things. So don't always think that you are the person who is losing all the time. There's nothing that will cost you. All these things, whether you abuse me, by the end of the day, the month I will be getting my payment. By the end of the day, I'll be achieving, and my family will at least survive on something little that I get. So if you focus on your why and you have your power dream, there is no single time you feel that you are losing something. If anything, the value will be added unto you, and likely when you don't know, and in heaven you'll be getting a good supply of your payback. You are failing because you are overworking yourself. Don't overwork yourself, but work smart. Nowadays, we are heading to the world of technology, and that's why I talked about changes. If you used to do writing, right now buy a laptop, do issue of typing. Your English is poor. Please don't remain there that you did not go to school. We have a lot of researches. Google. Your phones nowadays, Android, you can download a simple primary or secondary student dictionary versus the Bible. Do all this word search. You can even have dictionary in your own local language and change into that. Please educate yourself, keep on learning and keep on developing yourself, and you will not overwork yourself. You'll be working smart. Number 16, you assume to be unique with special problems. My friend, your problem is not unique and you're not the first person. And that's why sometimes in social media, I disagree with some of the followers or some of the comments. If you tell me that maybe running away from your relationship or breaking out the work or running away from your job to get a new job, that is peaceful. It is not peaceful the way you think. The thing is, you have not understood the real uniqueness of the place where you are. That's why we say when you go to Rome, be ready to behave like Romans, because each and every place must be having a system of operations. So if you cannot follow the security or the operational values in such a given place and time, you will be getting yourself unique and odd one out. So you will keep on complaining, you will keep on changing workplaces, you will keep on changing families, you will even the couples, if you are married, you are a man, you will keep on changing women, because understanding and releasing yourself and allowing that this is where I have to adjust and change becomes a difficult opportunity. So if you are able to understand that your problem is not unique, this is something that people have faced and people have passed it. What about me? I can also do it. Believe in yourself and don't take yourself as much special. Then lastly, you see failure as a signal for a U-turn. Brother and sister, the worst mistake you can do in your life is to go back to the final point. Now, this is a contradicting statement. I am the same person who keep on encouraging you that however how much you have been uplifted, don't forget the gate where you are serving. Remember, personalities in the Bible like David, the Moses, Abraham, all these people, Solomon, whatever, Samuel. They were appointed and given kingship and leadership opportunities at a very unique point and life at their point, but they never gave up, or they never stopped doing what they were doing. Now, this is a unique thing, because here we are told failing is a signal. Whenever you fail, it is not a signal of going back. No, it is a signal of a red flag that is trying to caution you that this cannot work. Try the other way around. Trying means you are focusing ahead, no turn back. So most of us, whenever we fail, we feel like we want to go back. And because of that, we get discouraged, we get losing hope, and we get vulnerable to the failures, and we become the victims of our own circumstances. Otherwise, I want to wish you all the best, and sorry for the long video. Anyway, watch it, like it, comment, and share. See you in next video mine. This was Tuesday Class Job Market. Thank you so much, and may God bless you. Bye bye.